Anne Frank was a Jewish girl who was born on June 12, 1929, in the German city of Frankfurt. She was happy as any little girl in the company of her parents Otto and Edith, and her older sister Marco.
But at this time, the situation in Germany was not the best. There were few jobs and lots of poverty, and against the background that Adolf Hitler and his party received the support of a growing number of supporters. Hitler hated the Jews, blaming them for the country's problems. Because of this hatred for the Jews and the bad situation of the country, Anne's parents decided to move to Amsterdam.
On September 1st, 1939, when Anne is 10 years old, Nazi Germany invades Poland. The Second World War begins. A few months later, on 10th May 1940, the Nazis also invade the Netherlands.
Slowly, the occupiers introduced laws and regulations that made life more difficult for the Jews. They could no longer mix with other people and were forced to wear a yellow star in the word Jude on their jackets. They decided to go into hiding to escape persecution and settled in a hideout in the secret annex of their father's company.
On her 13th birthday, just before she moves into hiding, Anna receives a diary in red squares.
During the 2 years she stays in hiding, Anne writes about what goes on the secret annex, but also about what she feels and thinks. She wants to publish a book after the war about her life in a secret annex.
But before she could finish it, she and the other people who were in hiding were discovered and arrested by policemen on 4th August 1944. They were sent to the Auschwitz-Birkenau concentration and extermination camp.
At the beginning of November 1944, Anne is transported again. Together with her sister, she was deported to the Bergen-Belsen concentration camp. Her parents remain in Auschwitz. The conditions in Bergen-Belsen are miserable. There is hardly any food, it is cold, and Anne, like her sister, comes down with typhoid fever. In February 1945, both die of the consequences of this disease.
Of all those who hid in a secret annex, only Otto, Anne's father, survived the war. Anne's diaries make a deep impression on Otto. He reads that Anne wanted to become a writer or journalist, and intended to publish her stories about life in the secret annex. Some friends convinced Otto to publish the diary, and on 25 June 1947, Hectorius, the secret annex, is published in an edition of 3,000 copies. And it didn't stop there. The book would be translated into 70 languages and adapted for theater and cinema. He hoped that the readers of the diary would become aware of the dangers of discrimination, racism, and hatred against the Jews.